So, hey there, it's not away prepping. This is a serious video because it's a really hard video to make, but I have to rehome my cat, Ivy. She wouldn't adjust to living the homeless lifestyle. She was a feral for the first 10 years of her life, and she doesn't like being picked up or wearing a collar or harness or anything, and it's looking like I am seriously facing homelessness. And I've applied several places, and my applications have been denied. And yeah, housing discrimination sucks. And having CPTSD sucks. Most people don't understand what it means. Most people don't understand how a slightly angry tone or angry, aggressive words can trigger a person into full on fight or flight and make them think it's a life or death situation. Especially my property manager, she has no clue. She grew up very sheltered in a wealthy, well to do family, no trauma. But when you have CPTSD, when you had domestic violence, severe domestic violence in your home as a very young child, and you grew up with that, and you grew up afraid for your life, and you grew up having had someone there tell that they were about to get violent, would be they would start shouting, talking angry, making angry comments, like the tone of their words and the tone of their voice. And that always led to further aggression. That led to, um, that led to beatings, that led to rape. That is a major trigger. Nobody has understanding in day to day life that that's what that's like. And I had a bug spray guy of all people, should be service oriented. You think he'd be respectful coming into someone's home, tell me, like, basically just totally disrespect me and be very angry and tell me he's tired of coming up to marry where I live, and he's tired of coming here and spraying my apartment, and all I've been doing is making excuses for 2 years, and I'm the reason that I still have roaches. No, I'm sorry. You can't take your aggression out on me. That's, like, I hate to say it, but from what I've been through in my early life, I deserve the disability that I get. I deserve the special status of having accommodations made for me. And when I asked, my property manager requested that accommodations be made, that employee not come back to my apartment, and not have to deal with him again because of his aggressiveness and anger, was very triggering. Of course, that makes me the problem. And what do you do with problems? You get rid of them. So my lease won't be renewed, and I have nowhere to go. Everywhere, I'm not getting a good reference from my personal property manager, and everywhere I've applied to is denying me. Not just because of that, but also because of my credit. And I already know that there's like a housing crisis and everything, but yeah, it's looking, even though I have months and months, and maybe there will be somewhere that'll accept me, I'm starting to really doubt it based on how many different places I've applied to live and how many places just flat out, no, we're not going to take you. And I've gotten nowhere with trying to, like, file housing discrimination suits. That's been a giant runaround. So, like, they're punishing me for reacting the way a person with CPTSD reacts by denying me housing. It is discrimination. I haven't done anything to hurt anybody. I haven't done anything wrong. I've just been afraid and gone into fight or flight and been afraid and requested that they do things that don't upset and make me go into fight or flight. And for that, my lease isn't being renewed, and I might even be evicted before my lease comes due. And I'm hated for it. And that's typical of the Maryville. I'll admit it. I'm in Maryville, Missouri, where the all kinds of bad things happen. I mean, Skidmore, Missouri, the whole Skidmore thing is only 15 miles from here. But here in Maryville, Missouri, if you aren't from a well-to-do family, if you aren't from an influential family, if you aren't an upstanding citizen of this town, you are treated, or one of their children, or one of their relatives, you are treated as garbage. You are as good as garbage. No one cares about you. And honestly, in middle school and high school, some of the most well to do families' kids tried systematically to get me to commit suicide because they thought it would be funny. I know this is some Dr. Phil shit, but it really happened, and they got away with it, and I suffered, and like, I want to get out of this town so bad. Maybe I have a chance of finding a rental in another city where people don't act like they do in Maryville, don't think like they do in Maryville, where no one ever gets out of the high school mentality of if you're not popular, you're nothing. If you're not likable, you're nothing. No one cares about, human to human contact. All they care about is, you know, doing what's best for themselves and climbing that social ladder. It really is a horrible place to live. I understand why Daisy Coleman did what she did because, you know, so many things are wrong with this town, and nobody cares. Nobody wants to fix it because they know there's the people that don't want to fix it that could, they know they're the problem, but they don't care enough to fix it. So, whether it's by bicycle or bus or police car, because they don't allow homelessness in this town either. Either you couch surf, but if you tried to like set up a tent in the park or on the square, you'd be arrested quicker than you could spit. Like, they don't allow homelessness here. They bus all the homeless people to St. Joe or Kansas City, free ride in a cop car to another fucking county, so they don't have to deal with you. So, um, I just gotta get out of this town, and I'm so sad that I have to give up my cat. She's been so instrumental in helping me, and I've helped her quite a bit. I've taught her to trust, and when I have night terrors and nightmares and get up, she will come and get on my lap and purr like crazy, and I'll hug her to me. And she's such a comfort, and it's going to be very sad without her. It's going to be really hard. I wish her the best. I don't know what else I can do, but I'll still have my two dogs, and over my cold dead body will anyone take them from me. Homelessness. I have a lot of camping gear. I have a lot of stuff um, that can help me survive this. And I have a lot of skills, bushcraft skills, and all kinds of things that maybe I could even teach other homeless people to help them survive what they're going through. I helped my cousin recently, but will it be enough? I don't know. Hopefully, I'll only be homeless for 2 or 3 years until I can save a down payment on a house and pay off the two debts that I do have that I need to pay off. And then I can buy a house. It's going to be a rough 2 or 3 years. I don't know where my story's going to go from here, but sorry for being all doom and gloom. I guess this is a reality for a lot of people, a lot of Americans, like people who have nothing wrong with them and have jobs, can't even find housing. I guess why should I feel like I deserve it? I don't any more than they do. I definitely don't. I need it. I need the stability of having housing for my mental health and wellness. I don't know how well I'm going to fare when I don't have the ability to cook healthy meals for my diabetes, when I don't have the ability to take care of myself and get access to my medications that I need to be taking. But I'm going to try to figure it out as cleverly and cheaply as possible. And stay tuned for how that goes. Take care.